So how would you start the morning off? Kind of like get them ready for the day. Some teachers use bell work or play some
Mm-hmm.
music, etc.
Mm-hmm. Um, well, I would be I would be definitely do bell ringers for each of my class periods that I have. So here's kind of a routine that I'm thinking of right now that I will be using in my classroom. So when the bell rings, I will have my students either come in or I will meet them outside in the hallway, and I will greet
Mm-hmm.
them by doing the secret symbol that I mentioned in last week's
Mm-hmm.
episode. Then after
Mm-hmm.
I greet all my students, they will come in, find their seats, pick up bell ringers. Well, I actually call them daily checks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in
Mm-hmm.
front of the classroom and begin their bell ringers. Um, there will be a
Mm-hmm.
timer on the board, on the smart board. Probably I would put either probably 10 minutes on the board. So that will give them
Mm-hmm.
enough time to finish it. And once the
Mm-hmm.
timer ends, we will go over the daily check as a class together. And after
Mm-hmm.
that, I will begin my day of teaching math and going through my agenda of what I will have on my board. So that
Mm-hmm.
is the routine that I will be using in my classroom.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
My routine is pretty, I would say, pretty similar to
Okay.
yours. Pretty similar. Kind of like say good morning to
Mm-hmm.
my students as they enter the classroom. I'm probably not going to do the secret handshake. Probably that first day. I probably going to do it like probably the
Mm-hmm.
second week because get to know them, and it's just the first week of
Yeah,
school.
yeah,
They're excited
yeah.
and everything. So after that, I kind of like this idea that my former history teacher, Mr. Hackey, where he does a part one and part two of
Okay.
bell work. Part one is like that is related to the topic. So, like for instance, if today was like the first day of school, I'd be like, "How was your morning? Did everything is okay? What happened, etc., etc." And then part two can be a like something
Okay.
random. Could be a riddle, or it could be I think one question was if you want to eat dinner with somebody that is living or that have died,
Mm-hmm.
and why. Um, so yeah, and then like you said, go over the what
Yeah.
question at again as the class, and then finally tell them the school news. I'm a type of person where I tell everything. I tell everything of what's going because I feel like they need to know what's
Yes,
going
yes,
on.
they do.
You know, um, so if we don't tell them what's going on, they're gonna have they're gonna be a deer in the headlights. Like they don't know
Yes.
what's going
Mm-hmm.
on. So I feel like if I tell them, hey, what's going on inside the school, any sports events or any clubs happening or anything. I tell them so that they'll get an idea, and also tell them what's going on inside my
Mm-hmm.
classroom. Tell them about upcoming tests, quiz, Also, so um, now this is probably going to be for middle and high school. For elementary,
Okay.
it's gonna be similar to as
Okay.
well. But also I would probably, if I was teaching
Mm-hmm.
like fifth grade, I would probably teach them how to use walkers probably that first week because
Yeah.
as well, because they're going to learn how to use a locker in middle school. So I'm probably going to spend probably the whole year of teaching them how to use a
Okay.
locker
Okay.
as well.
That all sounds pretty nice to me.